everybody here, back for another video. And in today's video, I am very excited. It is the first time since I re-injured my knee going for a deadlift PB that I am back doing standard height normal deadlifts. So that is right, this is the first time I'm going to be dropping from the elevated deadlifts back to a normal height standard deadlift. My knee has been healing and feeling remarkably good, so we are ready to go back to normal dead. So my knee hasn't been hurting almost at all the last couple of weeks, and only very minor pain on box squats the few weeks before that. So no pain while doing the elevated deadlifts whatsoever. And even last week I was able to do some Atlas stones, which, as you know, puts you in a bit of a deep squat position. So I am feeling confident that I am ready to get back to deadlifts from the floor. And my coach Loz, he's also feeling confident as well. So today we are going to be hitting a few sets of 5. That is right, I have got deadlift for reps in both of the competitions I have signed up for just after Christmas. So I have to get good at reps. And in today's video, we are going to be doing 4 sets of 5 at 185 kilos. So it should be pretty fun, pretty knackering, but also pretty explosive and pretty easy, I think. So yeah, we'll see how the knee holds up. It should be good fun. The rest of the session's just going to be a gnarly back pump, basically. Do loads of stuff. I'll go into that all after the deadlifts, but I'll basically play what you guys have come for, which is those 185 kilo deadlifts, 4 sets of 5. Run the clips. So we have got something ridiculous like 98% humidity in the UK right now. It is currently thunderstorming outside the garage. And as you can see, all the mirrors have completely fogged up. We're getting warm, we're getting toasty. Those 185s moved like they were nothing. I feel really, really strong at the minute. It's amazing. Even with some time off from proper deadlifts and proper squats with my knee issue, it's not a problem anymore. And we're just about to start the rebuild. So fantastic. Yeah, there's nothing better than your first week back deadlifting and they move like that. What a fantastic 4 sets of deadlift there. Really happy with it. I actually had to stop the bar from bouncing on me. It was going so easy. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's amazing. So now we're going to move on to the next portion of the workout, which is all the accessories. So after I do my deadlifts, I like to do some sort of heavy row variation, whether that be a bent over barbell row or T-bar row, loaded up super heavy, a bit cheaty, just get some weight through the back. Yeah, and what we're going to do today is barbell rows. Is in the last back session we did the T-bar rows. So I'm going to load up the barbell rows, do 3 sets of 8 on them, and I will show you them right now. So there we have it, 130 for a little bit of a cheaty 3 sets of 8. Now I thought I'd offer a bit of an explanation as to why I do the rows the way that I do them, because I know a few people over on my Instagram have DM'd to ask me, or more so tell me, that they are not proper rows and I'm going to hurt myself. So buckle up, I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation why I do these specifically the way that I do them. But I just want to go ahead and say before I do that, that doesn't mean that you should do them the way that I do them. This is not advice, to say the least. It is just why I do it, why I believe it's beneficial for me. So yeah, let's jump into it. So hopefully you guys can see and hear me all right. The reason why I do the rows so explosively and get my whole body into the movement is because I am using it as sort of an explosive power builder, for instead of building back mass, for building explosive rowing strength. And the reasons for that is, in strongman, a lot of what you do involves a row in some capacity, whether it be the pick of an atlas stone is a row, the pick of a sandbag, any loading implement, you're going to have to be explosive to get that sandbag or keg off the floor and run with it as quickly as possible, which is the main reason why I do the rows the way that I do them. For instance, today it is thunderstorming, it is horrendous weather outside, so I'm not going to want to go out and train loading with a big sandbag that's going to get sodden and soaked, but I still need to train the different movement breakdown that would make me get good at sandbags. So a big portion of that is that explosive row, because when you're picking up the sandbag from the floor, you're exploding it up to your chest and running with it in a rowed position. Now, if I was to train my rows strict and really good form, amazing, yes, my back growth would be much better. However, I won't be able to use as much weight as I am using for these explosive ones, which means my body is not attuned enough to pick up a heavy sandbag or keg. So the reason being is you should be able to sort of pick up and load a body weight sort of sandbag or keg. Some of you lighter, some a bit heavier. So I am using 130 kilos on the row to be explosive with for reps, because I weigh about 125, and being able to explode your row basically at that weight is a good indication that you'll be able to lift a heavyish sandbag or keg. Now, the reason why I feel comfortable substituting my strict barbell rows for these explosive ones is because coming up in the rest of the back workout, we have more strict row variations, specifically the most strict row variations I can think of, which is chest supported single arm cable rows and chest supported double dumbbell rows. Both of these take any cheat out of it because your chest is supported and you have to only use your back to row them up. And because I've got both of these on my back day, I feel comfortable that when I'm doing my heavy row variation, I can cheat it a bit more and get a bit more weight on the bar, because at the end of the day, it's going to be more helpful when we transition over to other strongman events. So hopefully that provides a good, or at least a decent explanation as to why I feel like exploding with a heavier weight is much more beneficial to me than being super strict with a much lighter one in the context of the rest of my training. Now, if I was going for full back size or just doing rows as part of my routine normally, then yes, I'd be a bit more strict. But because I've got these stricter exercises coming up, I feel comfortable exploding. I know the limitations of my body to the point where this is not going to injure me. I do this a lot. So yeah, very happy with how those went. As I mentioned before, we are now moving on to the more sort of strict row variations. So that would be a chest supported single arm row and a chest supported dumbbell row. Both of these are really good for just pumping up the back and getting really strong in that rowing motion without using a horrendous amount of weight. And in between those two, I'm also going to be doing some heavy lat pull downs, because any sort of pulling exercise, whether it be a pull up, a lat pull down or anything, is just fantastic for strengthening the back and keeping your shoulders healthy from this retraction motion, which is really helpful on the overhead press. Much like how the bent over row is incredibly helpful to the bench press, because you have to retract your shoulder blades that way, which is the similar sort of motion. Same could be said for a pulling motion and an overhead press. Doing the anterior of a motion to help strengthen your receiving muscles will mean you're less likely to get injured when you've got a heavy weight coming back down onto you. So without further ado, I'm just going to do a montage where I show you a single set of each of these back exercises, and then we'll move on to the end of the session. 2 hours into the workout now, and my back is nice and pumped. As you saw from those, we can go a little bit lighter, but they're still very strict. So the lat pull downs, the set I showed you was 70. I did a set of 70, 80 and 90. 90 was a bit too heavy, a bit cheaty. 80 seemed about right, and the 70 you saw was a little bit too light, but no worries there. It's feeling good. My back is feeling pumped. It's been a fantastic session so far. The way we end every single back session is with some core. So I'll detail what that is. Maybe I'll film it, but I hate filming core. We will see. So now that my back is completely fried from all of the rows, various other lat pull downs, and especially the deadlifts at the start, we like to finish off with some core. And core is strongman's best friend. Having a really thick, strong core can help you out in so many different lifts. So what I tend to do for core is, well, used to be nothing, but Loz has programmed me some core, so you may as well listen to the man you're paying. So we have got side planks, which aren't my favorite. Any sort of planks aren't my favorite, but especially side planks. They properly kill. Yeah, they're not nice. So yeah, it's 3 sets of 20 seconds per side. Not too awful, but that 20 seconds feels like 20 minutes. And then we end off with some hanging leg raises. Now, I'm not too great at leg raises. I've got very, very heavy legs. So what I tend to do is I tend to do as many leg raises as I can. So it's 3 sets of 10, but usually I could do 3 or 4 hanging leg raises, and then I switch to knee raises for the remaining reps of that set, with the plan being that over the course of a few weeks, I'll be able to muster up 10 solid reps of hanging leg raises. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to film them. I just don't think showing you guys me floundering around with core is the best thing. The fun stuff's all the other back and deadlifts. So that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm just going to get the core done, and we'll catch you with a end of session wrap up. My God, I hate core. The side planks are actually really good. The best they've ever felt. Leg raises, not so much. I'm sort of in a half leg raise, half knee raise sort of area where my legs are very slightly bent, but not to a knee raise. It's weird, but yeah, I'm feeling it. So that is where I'm going to leave this video. So fantastic back section. Really, really good deadlifts at the start. The highlight of the video, really. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you really enjoyed the segment where I explained why I do the rows the way that I do, let me know if you want to see any other exercise I do explained as to why I do them that way, because there usually is a reason. So just let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, if you did enjoy and have made it this far, please be sure to hit the like button, and of course subscribe, because at the minute I'm on a bit of a grind getting out, trying to get out 2 videos a week at the minute, but usually I'm on a weekly grind to get out at least a training session a week, if there's other videos in between there as well, like the gym tour that just went out, all of the reviews I've been doing. Then the videos will be more frequent. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's always a pleasure that I get so many views on these videos, because I'm just here training in my garage, which I'd be doing anyway, camera or not. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Toby, and I will see you in the next video.